I will first point out that you can now scroll up the chat to see what has been said. So if any of you have said something rather strange, I could always go back up, scroll up, and see what you have said. So unless if I disable and then re-enable chat, what you say will live on for a long time. Now I would find this a very cheap way to interact with players, so I am not going to do this for the sake of this video. And if I try for long enough, I don't even need to use it. Now the comments you witness may be slightly less crazy and unhinged than the ones I made prior to this. Unless you're this player, like I'm not even going to try to decipher this. And what is the major reason? Well, I will let Brother Zed tell me. Because yes, apparently you can get muted and banned for a certain amount of time in Florio if you say something that is not very, let's say, friendly. But I will do what I can to show you more weird interactions, some of it stretching very far back into the world map. I will begin with a player that likes to talk to themselves, and I guess likes Lego because they mention it, thinking that it would be a good petal in the game. No, I don't think so. Perhaps you can let us farm in peace now? Either way, this may be all well and good, but maybe mention it where the developer can see it. If they even see it. They will never stop talking about their super invention, no pun intended. And they're trying to make it sound like the best petal in the world. Well, I disagree. Okay, I don't know about this. I'm not even in it to obtain this many. Even at supers they will say my name. They will mention me. I mean, why are you surprised? This is a termite mound after all. You think I wouldn't be at a termite mound? That's why I find it weird. Focus on trying to get loot instead of focusing on me. How about that for a change? I'm sorry, but I do not think Jesus Christ would care about a flower game. I could be wrong though. I think we have come to expect something like this, where you have a random super, like Shell, change its target and then annihilate us all, and then have a bunch of spam. Do I take them up on the offer, or not? I cannot do that anyway because I'm dead, like a lot of us. Okay, is this really how we communicate to flower beings? Or are we going back to the caveman days, where us humans were trying to find a way to speak to each other? At least this is a good representation. What would be the flower version of cavemen? A random super spawns in this area, and this is the response that you will get. How eloquently put, Brother Y. Why do I keep saying this? Can I just delete myself? Again, and now is not the time since we are all going to the super. So all I can say to this is, hello. It will only get worse. It will only get worse. Because I will have players randomly invite me to their guild whilst hunting a super. Now is not the time for this. Don't be desperate for me to join your guild. It ain't gonna work, even if I wanted to. While I agree, how would you know that it's Coke? Are you Kirk themselves? I guess the legacy of Kirk still lives on. The lore from another game will continue. Imagine you're about to clear an anthole and suddenly you are greeted to this pile of garbage. And it's funny that the moment they notice me, clearly, they want to say even more things. And I'm not interested in indulging in your conversation with yourself. Okay, firstly, do not stare into my eyes. Secondly, you do not want to know what I am doing, just like I do not want to know what you are doing, so leave it be. Comprende? Good, I didn't even notice this at first. What does this even mean? Thank you for your very kind advice. Now if you please, not do the same yourself, I would be appreciative of you. I do not think insulting the centipede will make this any easier for you. So it would be better for you to keep your potty mouth shut and spam yourself to try and get revived, I guess. How badly did the game screw you over to say this? Clearly not big enough if this is how you say it. The amount of times super monsters have targeted me out of like 50 other players is insane to me. However, this might be a little too much. A video on what? Checkpoint abuse? This was when this was recorded. No, I am not going to do that. It is not fun. Once again, insulting a player that got the kill notification. I wonder what this reminds me of. I get it, it's a game, nobody ever learns. They just like to insult because it's so easy to do. Or threaten violence in this case. But it will not work. I suggest not doing this either. Now we will treat this game as infantrymen going to war. because these are what these comments sound like. As if players will even listen to them. I'm all for the law, but this is not it, Chief. Not it at all. Imagine being surprised that I get the kill message. I have obtained many, and I have obtained many from jellyfish. Is that so surprising to you? No. Finally someone understands the power of the plank. I just wish they were not spamming it just to gain attention. Are you sure that this is something you want? Because if you trade a petal for this, you will most likely regret it. When everyone dies, chaos ensues. And one of them is certainly mad that some player lured something. Because you clearly cannot lure a sandstorm. Probably. I love when it's 2% and everyone dies. Because of this. Even if I wanted to talk, I do not think I would respond to this. It feels way too forced. Do not treat me as a god, as that will go terribly for me, and I guess for you as well. But thanks, I guess. Let's not forget the hatred towards other servers, especially Asia. People seem to hate Asia for some reason, and they claim EU is the best, which is not true, or is it? They just like to provoke a war between the servers, due to many reasons and many things that happen. I feel like I'm just eating popcorn while I watch this conversation continue, and considering this is how bone farming goes these days with a bunch of stupid trolls as well, I think it's safe to say that interactions here will always be strange. No, we cannot be best friends because I don't even know you. Ah yes, the existential crisis, my favourite of all conversations. Now these are the conversations I prefer, but it's still weird seeing it in Florio. Now this is mainly true considering I never talk in-game, so when it comes to in-game chat, I clearly can never be reported. Genius brain, I have. I mean, this is true. I'm not gonna lie about this. With these kind of comments, I don't even know if they are doing this on purpose or not. And it looks like they are. So, lucky them, I guess. At this moment in time, I'm just letting this happen and see what unfolds in the chat. I do this sometimes, and many of the times they do not realize it. Also, if this is you being bored, you should really find another way of being bored. Because this kind of boredom will come back to haunt you. Okay, why the hell are you calling us a burger? We are not someone that orders burgers, thank you very much. We are players that like to grind for petals. Also, we stay here when the update or server closes. So you're not going anywhere. No, how nice of you. I feel like there's a few things to unpack here. First, why do you care so much about me moving? I move all the time in this game. Leave it be. 2, was there really anything else? 3, no, I will not talk, thank you very much. And 4, why are you typing like how I would type if I were to type in-game? Rude! Apparently in Hell, a PvP mode, you cannot attack anyone, because this player says so. I guess Hell gaming was a lie then. I think it's only you that wants this. I'm just chilling out. And although I get it, I would rather just be left alone in Hell, which sounds deeper than I thought it would be. Here, have a bunch of numbers. One day you might get lucky with the draw of the lottery. Maybe that's why these bunch of players were spamming $signs. I don't know. Don't ask me why they were doing this. They were just doing it for whatever reason that they do, and I just simply watch it happen. This is legendary. Yes, your name has an X in it. That does not make you any special. Or similar to me. Not at all, sir. We get it. You have an X in your name. Quit talking about it. Something tells me I should not be attacking the target dummy. I cannot see why. Can you tell me? Wait, there's a clan war? So you're just egging on each other's eggs for no reason then? Why? What's the point of this? There doesn't seem to be much happening here, so I do not understand. You have remotely screwed that spelling error to the highest degree. Or maybe you actually meant this. Who knows? It's funny that all of this commotion happens whilst I am here. Is it just me, or when I'm not here, everyone is peaceful? Now I don't think this is the intention of a video, for them anyways. But it happens, clearly, but only when I'm there. Shut up, gambler. Ah yes, the Super YGG. The ultimate leaf. And for some reason this is not all that was crafted by the developer. They crafted another Super Third Eye. Another one to their collection. Well, I guess that is one for the reactions of players and myself. Looking back, I do not even remember what made them say this to me. Maybe I counter-trolled them, I don't know. That kind of heaven sounds like hell. I'm sorry. I ain't judging though, you do you. Let's not forget when a super spawns, especially a termite overmind, in this area, someone is bound to troll, and players are bound to die, and you know what? The players are bound to get angry. Nothing like a cult says fearing the super air. The cult still continues to exist. Not only does one fear the super air, they also fear the super turd. Why? Who knows? What we don't need is more feared petals. That's what we don't need. Revenge, you say? Oh, okay. I guess I will do that. I'll do one better. I will get my revenge whilst obtaining the loot. Yeah, you heard me. Because there's nothing better than getting your revenge whilst obtaining the loot. And I knew this was going to happen. Because I lured this many on purpose. They wanted me to get my revenge, so I did. And after all is said and done, my revenge is complete. When you expect it, you know. Okay, to the one that keeps spamming that I am here, nobody cares. There's a huge ass gambler right here. Do you think anyone would care that I exist? No. So attack the gambler and keep quiet. Yeah, I just don't understand the amount of spamming that happens. Whether if it's about me or not. What is the point? It just makes them look like fools. No, I have not heard about the Russian city of Seversk. And I don't think I want to because I've seen you spam it all over the place. How about you let us find out on our own, instead of you shoving it down our throats? I have my reasons, and I don't remember if I already explained them. That is all. Wait, why are you telling me both hello and goodbye? Are you leaving? Was it because I was leaving and I came back? I don't know. Why are you saying this? Why not just say ciao instead? Because that means both hello and goodbye. That way, you cannot be confused. Ah yes, Peko has super privet berry. I am sorry for your loss. But who knows? Just maybe it might be useful in the future. So I would suggest not trading it for coin just in case. I'd like to think this player is trying to say that they are an acoustic guitar, but I don't know. You would have to ask them yourself, as they butchered the spelling. I don't know what's even going on here. All I know is someone is getting marked, and I'm not reviving anyone. And now I'm being called a goat. Do I look like an animal to you? Do I look like a goat to you? I know what they mean, but they still called me a goat, which I am not, or am I? If you stay in one of the quietest areas of any map, I will guarantee you that you will see a lot of this. You could argue supers spawn way too much, and way too fast, and they die way too fast. And the result is this, the result is having all of these notifications in the chat. It looks like their favourite pastime is describing the moon, for whatever reason. If it was this easy to obtain subscribers, I would have done this. Not any more than I do now, because I revive when I'm in the mood for it, and I revive most people. Not for any subscribers. Yes, I have 2 bones, what about it? I'm just going to move on. Ah yes, say you're a big fan of me when I accidentally kill your squad. How about now? As much as I agree with this, blame the pull of the sandstorm. And here we have Corrupt Zed doing his very best gambler impression. I rate this a 7 out of 10. Ah yes, say that I am here when you already knew that I was here. Yes, good idea. Wait a minute, you say you wish there were super bones in this squad? Dude, you have 4 in this squad. What the hell are you talking about, brother? And here we have Raven trying to engage in some small talk in Florio. How very interesting. But hey, I guess it worked. Someone is responding to you. So that's a good thing, right? I also learned how to squad. Are you proud of me? This one isn't a chat interaction, but it is still a weird interaction. This one player decided to follow me literally everywhere I went. No matter where I went, they would follow me everywhere in desert. And they didn't even talk once. You tell me if this is weird or not. And if I stayed still, they would just wait there. Again, no chatting at all. Just waits there until I move. I almost contemplated just pressing the X button, just to annoy them. I am only showcasing this for the sake of content. Of course I am. Otherwise, I normally wouldn't. because I would just simply leave or just not even record it. I have other things on my mind in this game than showcasing someone who just wants attention. Well, congratulations to all those that got in. You win. And trust me, many players try and get in a weird chat interactions video. It's just not going to happen. You try too hard. I do these randomly and you know this. If you're trying to, you're just not getting in. That simple. Unless you find a way to get in, then you are a genius, I guess. But for now, it is over. Continue your farming.